While the bubble's burning and everyone's panic buying space toilet paper, let's take a moment to breathe in and out. Okay, well, you might not want to breathe in your friends as they are burning alive in these stations, but beside the impending doom and gloom, there is a wider galaxy afoot. In my 8 years since 2015 when I picked up Elite, I've seen things. And that includes cool stuff too. And after chatting with my fellow creator Obsidian Ant, we came up with a fun idea to each showcase. 10 neat places to visit while you're around and totally not murdering innocent aliens. Link for Obsidian's video will be down below. In my time floating in Elite space, I've gone to places far and wide, but how about we start with something closer to home? Now, if you've smashed your face enough against the brick wall known as the grind and managed to break through, well, you must be a federal pilot. Only those seem to have thick enough skulls and lack of brain cells to commit to Federal Navy progression. Then you'll be happy to know that along with Federal Dropship Unlock, you'll get access to a rather meaningless system called HORS. But of course, still it does hold one special planet that is worth checking out. I present you HORS Colon. Yes, HORS Colon is a magical round-shaped thing that you should go take a look at. In my 8 years, I've not smelt anything like the atmosphere of this colon, and I bequest that maybe you smell it too and enjoy the presentation of this puffy, round-looking thing indeed. Welcome to Elite Dangerous, ladies and gentlemen! Okay, well, seriously now then. Elite does have a few unique planets, but none are quite as unique as the fastest orbiting marvel that is the Mitterand Hollow. This planet is absolutely astonishing to behold, and though in Odyssey, thanks to the new planet generation, it looks a lot more boring, it still orbits at a breakneck pace. Literally! Here's a word of caution. Let the planet slam into you. Yes, let the planet act as the Fiat multipla to the windscreen squashing bug that you are. There really is no other way to get to it. Basically, this planet, much like Hutton Orbital itself, is just a bug in procedural generation. But thankfully, unlike a few other fun bugs, this one is left in the game untouched. Well, mostly. Now, you've probably seen some brown, white, even blue gas giants, and they are quite common overall. But what you may not have seen before is a green gas giant. The community of Elite started spotting these early back in the day, and some are more vibrant than others, but nevertheless, the unnatural green glow is amazing to behold, especially the ones that are completely green. Now, I do suspect that these are more of engine bugs than real representations, but nevertheless, when Elite's engine decides to screw up, it's often quite pretty. Now, this is one of the absolute prettiest, if not the prettiest, pieces of footage that I've ever filmed. And I constantly reuse it in my videos harder than my underpants. I mean, what more do you need to know? Just look at it! It's about 1,000 light years from the bubble. Amazing visuals, so what are you waiting? Go get it! Go get there! But if you're willing to go a little bit further, visiting nebulas is actually really good fun. They truly make Elite Dangerous stand out with great colors, while the rest of the game is incredibly dark. Now, of course, you could visit the few dark red nebulas or baby puke green ones next to the bubble, but do you really want that? How about this one? The Bubble Nebula is one of those light purple colored celestial spectacles, though this is one of the closest one to the human inhabited space, only about 7,000 light years away. With a good ship casually playing, well, you can get there in about 2 days trip. Yes, I know 2 days is insane for a game time, but well, welcome to Elite Dangerous. Additionally, there are a few such nebulas, often with a single star inside them. And if you manage to find one with a black hole in it, well then the visuals get really fun. In my years of traveling, it's been one of the prettiest sights I've seen. Well, are you feeling cozy? Are you feeling comfy? Would you like not to be? Well then take a trip outside of the human bubble and investigate a tiny little planet in the something system. This little thing looks as ordinary as your granny's cookies. But as you bite into it, you find out raisins, laced with laxatives. Yes, that's right. What you're seeing right now is not sped up footage like I tend to do with my SRV clips. No! This is the record and bone-shattering 45G planet, found about a year back. We got already 22 Gs in orbit. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God. Alright, alright. Any last words? Penis! Tap time. And 3, 2, 1. And I'm dropping. Success! Lift? Ship? Hello? I'm pressing upwards thrust. Okay, okay, it's slowly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wouldn't that be funny that you just land and never can get up? Full speed ahead! Let's go! Oh boy. 300. Yeah! Woo! Oh god. Now, while I could have just as well recommended you to go to Akinar for the high-G planets, I think you're sadistic enough for something like this. Landing alone is a monster that requires massive shields unless you're the most careful pilot ever. Could that be a challenge? Now, either case, it's not that far out, so come visit and break your bones! Well, if your pants are moist from the Targoid advances and your arms are made of spaghetti with sausage fingers, unable to open fire for the life of you, well, maybe it's time to leave this place and never return. Well, there is hope. Colonia has been the second, smaller and more manageable bubble closer to the center of the galaxy. Though it takes a while to get there, the journey alone is amazing. I remember making my first one and visiting amazing historic locations along the way. It was my first personal, real exploration trip, and boy, it was incredible. Still is, in fact. As for Colonia itself, it's pretty amazing looking area with the skybox lit up with thousands of stars with such vigor it's blinding. Plus, the place genuinely has everything you would want. Same engineers and mission offerings, but just prettier. Okay, so one of the toughest and mind-numbing expeditions I've taken up in my years of space farting around was not the Beagle Point across the galaxy. Even though passing the center of the galaxy I started questioning the human morality and usability of committing Sudoku at every single light-year travel. Well, it was insane, I did at least get to see some pretty stuff along the way. However, to go visit the Gyre Trees is the most annoying thing I've done. But it was worth it, well, at least to show you this footage. See, these unique Targoid-looking spinny boys reside at the very south of the galaxy, well, at least the way we position it. And yet, despite it being slightly over 10,000 light-years away to get there, you cannot just go in a straight line. As the stars get more spread across, the further you go from the center, the worse it gets to plan your routes. Case in point, the fucking gaping gap of spread assholes. I spent countless days trying to figure out how to get to the Gyre Trees, and in the end the trip took over 30,000 light years or so. Oh, but the Gyre Trees themselves are incredible to witness, and you start to wonder, well, maybe there is some sort of connection to Targoids, or maybe Targoids are coming from them. But still, if you're like me and you want to get there, be warned. Mind the gap. Now, before you head out to the center of all things Milky Way, there are a few cool things to see along the way. One of such cool things are the illustrious void hearts. Beyond just looking cool, they can only be found near the center of the galaxy, and that's kind of odd. The Codex also doesn't really tell us anything about them ever since they were added a few years back, so there is a fan theory. Well, okay, fine, it's this Latvian's deranged rambling idea that they are connected with the Gyre Trees and together they make Targoids or something. Or maybe they just simply host a bunch of new space cocaine or something. Either which way, we need to know more. Well, whatever they are, well, they look cool nonetheless, and you should go check them out. It's nothing like I've ever seen. And finally, well, how could you not? Like the glory hole in the truck stop men's bathroom, the morbid curiosity will take you. Similarly, the glory hole of the galaxy. Ah, damn it. The center hole. The center of the galaxy is a sight to behold. Do go visit a supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. And then ram it. That's exactly what everyone should do at least once. If you're going to Colonia or visit the Void Hearts, you're nearby anyhow, so go for it. Now, the problem with the Galactic Glory Hole is that it's tinted green. I mean, sure, the old one didn't really look that better either, but at least it wasn't green. So let me just color correct it so that it looks like it did. Now, while Sagittarius A is not the prettiest of today's list, nor the most important one, I think it's the quintessential explorer's marble to reach nonetheless. And frankly, it's been quite fun to rummage around my exploration folders and see what I have collected. And I think Obsidian also has a bunch of these collected over the years, so do go check out his list too, link below. But for now, go check out the prettier side of Elite. And hell, maybe join my Discord and share the best of your findings. Why not? The bubble nebula is one of those light purple colored celestial. And hell, maybe goddamn fucking. Shut up!